Welcome to episode number 326 of Some Shit We Like. I am Bryce, and I'm alongside Rick. And Rick is going to do all kinds of facial expressions and do stuff with his hands because he's weird. And a lot of times I don't notice he's doing it until I put the videos up on YouTube. Mike is not here because he's not. It's just us. And this is Some Shit We Like. Rick is trying to touch me. I don't know what he did, but I guess I'll find out later. Did you give me bunny ears or something?
No.
Okay. If you have not watched us before, this show is called Some Shit We Like, and we talk about some shit we like. That might be trailers, or for movies. That might be video games, that might be tech, that might be sports, that might be whatever. That's why it's called Some Shit We Like. We go live every weekend, unless we tell you otherwise, and just follow us on social media because we try to go live sort of at a regular time, but it doesn't always happen. If you aren't able to catch us live, I don't know, I just leaned forward and cleared my throat big time. If you can't catch us live, Rick is still doing motions and stuff. It's okay, we'll put up the audio version of this podcast on someshitwelike.com and on pretty much every podcast service. Don't take that literally. The ones that matter, we're on. And if audio only isn't your thing, you can watch clips throughout the week until we put up the full fucking show, should I say it? The full fucking show on Friday, which will be the closest experience you get to what people in the chat live we're getting now. And if you want to support us, you can subscribe. You don't have to. Right now you could join Lovely Broken Wolf and Lovely Cheesy in the chat.
If you subscribe on Twitch, you'll get access to our Discord.
You could
I was thinking also
a goat.
You could have a goat too.
Have a goat.
I was also thinking, I don't know if I want to put that out there, but I'm going to say it anyways. I was thinking because I've been doing pretty good at editing the show and getting everything up before Monday.
Mm-hmm.
That
you've been pretty solid about that. I guess sometimes you were still working on stuff.
I feel like the last few weeks I've been pretty solid on it. But I was thinking as part of the perk of Twitch, we could put the full video show on Tuesday unlisted for the subscribers and make it public on Friday.
Okay.
It's an idea.
Yeah. That just means I have to figure out a title sooner.
That's true. Yeah.
Although generally I do try to do all the videos in one day.
Or just leave it untitled, and for those subscribed can suggest a title.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just talking out loud. Anyways, how are you doing today, Bryce?
I am doing okay. I guess I should say I'm back after missing a week too. So now I'm back. Mike's gone. This happens every now and then. I feel like Mike and I have like this tag in, tag out section.
Yeah, it does. Well, especially around this baseball season for his kids.
Yeah.
It's usually like that.
That's what happens. But before we got here, Rick, you were telling me you had a dream last night.
Yeah, but I want to know how you are.
I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah. Good. I'm fine. I'm Bryce.
So I had a dream.
I'm just living life. What?
I like that.
That I'm just living life? Okay.
The way you said it.
All right.
I'm just me. I'm Bryce, and I'm living life.
I don't think I said it with a southern accent.
That's how it sounded in my brain.
I didn't say I'm Bryce and I'm living life.
Say it you should say it like that though from now on.
I don't want to say I'm Bryce.
I'm Bryce. I don't want your life.
I don't want your life. Go ahead, tell us about the dream.
So, last night I kind of went to bed a little early.
Okay.
And I was in bed looking through Google News, my Google News feed. I think subconsciously one of the stories went into my brain because I don't know why, but it said, it was like, I think it was an ad where it says, scientists predict an asteroid is going to hit Earth tomorrow and it's going to destroy half the planet or blah, blah, blah.
There was a story that I saw that was talking about something hit Jupiter. Was it related?
No, it was different.
Okay,
it was This was like one of those like Star Magazine type of like
tabloid.
There you go. And so I think that subconsciously went into my brain because as I was falling asleep, I ended up dreaming I was at home, and then I hear this big old rumble. And I look up into the sky, and like there's this like giant like cloud of smoke, asteroid type thing coming, and like it started breaking up, and it just started, all these rocks were just coming down, destroying Earth, kind of like, I don't know, 2012 type of deal. And so I was like, everyone's like, run indoors, hide, and blah, 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 try to reach safety. So I couldn't make it to my place, so I went across to my neighbor's place.
Okay, hold on. In your dream, because sometimes things are different, like, what was the setting? Like, was it literally like...
It was literally here.
It was actually, okay.
Yeah, I was literally here. And you know where you parked in front of?
Today?
That house where you kind of like parked in front of and then you backed up?
Yeah.
That one in front of has this sign where it says, like, we have nothing to steal here, so don't even try. And it has a picture of a gun.
Does it?
Yeah. I don't
right
know.
Now?
Yeah.
No, I've never noticed that.
So anyways, I guess, like, that was my only closest shelter. So I was afraid to go in there because of that sign. So I ended up knocking on the door. Then, let me in, you know. And then
where were you coming from that you couldn't make it to your house?
I was at the edge of the block.
And you're on foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I was outside.
Yeah.
But anyways, they didn't let me in, and everything was being destroyed around me. And then eventually,
why didn't they let you in?
With one.
Did they say it?
No, they just didn't want to let me in.
And then eventually what? And
eventually I got smashed.
And died?
Yeah.
Did you wake up upon death?
Yeah. That's why I woke up like around 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, man, that was a scary dream. At least I thought it was scary. And I just feel like we're in the end of times.
I mean, like if you dreamt about getting crushed by an asteroid and then you woke up upon impact, more or less. Yeah. You know, sometimes like when you're dreaming, like if you have the dream about falling or whatever,
right?
A lot of times when you wake up, it almost feels like you in your sleep stood up on your bed and like smashed it.
Yeah.
So when you got hit by an asteroid, did it feel like that happened? Okay.
Yeah, I felt like that. Like I woke up and I was just like kind of like trying to grab a hold of something. And like it was fucking scary, man. It was scary.
Well, it wasn't real.
It just felt vivid. You know when you have those like vivid dreams where you wake up thinking it's real?
Yeah.
You know, whether it's being smashed by an asteroid or being chased by someone, you know?
Yeah.
Scary. Thanks, Wolf. I know you'll let me in. But yeah, I don't know why I had to deal with that neighbor. I guess because that sign is kind of stupid in my opinion.
It's just something that you know, like, I don't know, not a landmark, but it's something that it stands out, makes that house stand out. So probably, just went into your dream.
Yeah. So I had that weird ass dream.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna have another weird ass dream.
Why?
I don't know. Because usually when I get one like that, it ends up happening more and more. Like they get vivid like that.
You need to fall asleep watching or listening to something happier.
I know.
Anyways, all right. Well,
you know what I realized? We have a movie review too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I forgot
to
put
it on the notes.
Oh, you did?
I did. It was under all the links.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's Rick's Dream Corner, Dream Journal. So, shall we get into the news?
Sure. We got a decent amount of news this week. Like,
yeah, we do.
More than what we normally have. So.
You're the same way when I'm the same way. My dreams come in threes.
Broken Wolf says dreams come in threes. Cheesy in the chat is going to separate clothes like an adult. So if he doesn't reply, we know why.
Okay.
Is there a third story? There should be 3 stories, right? Yeah, there's one he didn't open up.
Yeah, it's
that one's open.
That one's open. This one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it, but instead of having a lot of news, I'm only seeing 2 tabs.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we start with this one since it's kind of like a carryover from last week.
Yeah, so last week, me and Mike watched the trailer for The Hunt by Blumhouse. Did I say that right?
I always thought it was
Blumhouse. I say Blumhouse. Anyways, yeah. So The Hunt, we watched that trailer. If you haven't seen it, go see it here in the card. So what happened is that because of the recent tragedies,
mass shootings,
they're putting the Hunt on the back burner for now. They're putting it on hold. The studio released the following statement. Bryce?
Okay, so While Universal Pictures had already paused the marketing campaign for The Hunt, after thoughtful consideration, the studios decided to cancel our plans to release the film. We stand by our filmmakers and will continue to distribute films in partnership with bold and visionary creators like those associated with this satirical social thriller. But we understand that now is not the right time to release this film. That's end quote. After the quote, this is also stories from Bloody Disgusting, just to give them credit. While plans have been canceled, the site does not note that it could... While plans have been canceled, the site does note that it could come back at a later date for a theatrical release, or it could go to streaming once Comcast launches that service.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I'm not surprised by them holding that back, because, like, it's the fact that they say it's canceled, and that we're not going to see it, at least probably for a while. Like, they don't even give a date as far when they're going to re-release it, or whether it's going to get released in theaters or not.
Yeah.
Because with, like, other movies that has happened, like when the first Jason, the Bourne Identity movie came out, it came out during 9/11, and they kind of put that on hold. They re-released it later on because of, what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But they gave a date, and then with TV shows like with Buffy, when Columbine happened, they postponed the season finale for it because it had to do with season 3's ending had to do with the mayor and graduation and a big fight on school grounds. The fact they don't give a date kind of makes me wonder how long we're gonna have to wait to see this movie.
They probably just figure it's just too soon to really to give a date. They probably don't want to. I don't know. Like, I can understand why they're doing it because of the the premise of the movie. I mean, I think I watched the trailer when I put up the video, but basically as this article is saying, The Hunt follows 12 red state strangers who wake up in a clearing and realize that they're being hunted by liberals. There's kind of a political aspect to the movie too. Yeah. And it's all about like just picking people off, basically people being hunted. So I can understand like that probably does hit a little too close to home. The only reason why I'm acting a little funny about it is just like it's not like we're gonna like I could turn on my TV right now and there's gonna be someone shooting somebody on some channel, like. So I get it. Like, maybe they just think it's not a good look. When was the movie set to come out? Did it say?
September.
Oh, wow. Like, it was even not even coming out till the end of... It was September 27th. It wasn't even coming out till the end of September. But I don't know. Like, because just I'm very much part of the whole, like, I don't blame television, video games, or entertainment for this stuff happening in real life. So, I don't know. I mean... I feel like I'd understand this more if the movie was coming out like next week. But it's not even coming out to the end of September.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. Like, I understand this movie, like, maybe, again, it hits a little too close to home, but people are still going to be, corrupted, so to speak, by violence
in movies.
On anything, right now they can be. So, but whatever. I mean, it's probably something that they felt that they had to do. Yeah. I'm not going to... I don't hate them for it. I just don't know that I totally agree with the thought process.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tragedy what happened. I don't know doubt about that. But when... like you said, it's coming out later. So, out of respect, I think it's a noble thing to do. But at the same time, like, this movie is going to eventually come out, and people are going to see it who want to see it,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of, like, I'm actually, like, reading these other people's comments on here, and it's just kind of sort of, for me, solidifying my opinion. I think it is kind of stupid. It's just censorship, almost for the sake of censorship.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's really... I don't know. They're probably just trying to be extra careful, but I just think... I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, we thought we would share this story.
We thought we'd give this update.
Because Mike and Rick watched the trailer last week.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we can move on.
I still want to see this movie.
I get it, but actually, no, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I see their mindset, but I just think it's kind of dumb.
Their intentions are good, but this movie's going to come out eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there you have it. That's the update on The Hunt. Next on news is about Disney Plus.
So yeah, this story's from Vox. People that are listening, just so you know, that's where we're reading this from. But yeah, Disney. I think it was on Monday, but it was announced that
earlier.
There's going to be a bundle of Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu with ads that will be bundled for $12.99. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah, which is what we kind of talked about when we first, or which was what we were wondering when we first talked about Disney Plus and them announcing all this. Would there be a bundle? And looks like there is, and it's $12.99.
I basically not to cut you off, but I skimmed the article a bit, and it's essentially like a $6 savings versus if you were to get all the stuff individually. Yeah, I think it said if you had everything separately, it would be $19. Yeah, subscribing to all three services separately would run you about $19 a month.
That's
meaning this newly announced bundle will translate to a $6 discount. Again, from the Vox article, but this is whoever's writing this, I guess their opinion, but they're saying Disney's real goal here seems pretty clear: to intimidate Netflix, its biggest competitor in the streaming space, and a stalwart that charges its subscribers $12.99 a month for the ability to stream its content on a number of devices. Although Netflix's most basic tier is $8.99, but that's standard definition, and yeah.
So I think that's cool. I think that's a real good competition for sure, because you're getting a lot for that. I personally have Hulu Plus, or Hulu, and I have it without the ads. So my question for them is, how much is it going to be for Hulu? All that with Hulu without the ads.
Well, that's something that we don't.
We don't know yet.
We don't even know if that would be offered. Like, I was talking with you about this
too, whether they offer it or not.
You know, it makes you wonder, if you get this bundle, can you upgrade the bundle? I don't know if that's the case. Like, maybe it's like it's bundle or nothing. You know, like if you get the bundle, can you change your Hulu to be, without the ads? That's something that I guess we'll just have to see when the time comes. Question for you.
Yeah.
So you have Hulu without ads. What's the price for Hulu with live TV?
I think it's like $40, I want to say.
Oh, okay. And that's everything, right?
Yeah, and that comes with everything.
Okay. But right now, the Hulu that you have
gives
you access to, but it gives you access to, like, you get to watch shows that aired the night before the next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with the commercial ones, you can still do that. You just have commercials.
Yeah. Okay.
With the commercial tiers.
So yeah, that's a hell of a deal. It's super competitive. I might be one of the few people, because I feel like a lot of people just think Netflix is doomed and stuff, and like, and then Disney's going to come with their service, and like, I don't agree with that though. Like, I think Netflix is going to be just fine. Like, I think people are underestimating how much of a juggernaut Netflix actually is. Now, I can't speak because I know, like, everyone says that Netflix is like bleeding money. Okay.
It's $44.99 for Hulu Live TV.
And then
with
Hulu
ads,
with
and then
no
Hulu
ads,
with no
it's
ads,
$50. It's another $6, basically $7. But yeah, like, I don't know what you think about this, but I just feel like there's a lot of people that just think like, oh, Netflix should be worried, and it's like, I think they're
think so.
They're gonna get some competition, but it's just like, I just think, again, I started to say this, but I think people are underestimating the juggernaut that Netflix is and how much original content that they have. It's getting to the point now where I feel like I have something new that I want to watch on Netflix almost every week. Like, this month alone, like, I watched Orange is the New Black, finished that. Glow just started this week. You
finished Orange already?
Yeah.
Didn't it just come out?
It came out, I think, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, okay. I thought it just came out this week.
No.
Or yes, last night.
No, Glow came out this week.
Gotcha.
Glow came out. You and I watched something that we're going to review, the Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling movie special thing. You watched that. Like, They have so much
They have
content.
a lot of content.
Like, and
Patriot
it's just
Act, which they're really
there's so
liking.
much stuff that, and that's just the stuff that I'm interested in. I still have Dark to watch. I haven't watched that yet. Like, I think Netflix is going to be fine. Again, I can't speak from the financial part of it because I'm just not super familiar with that. I know that there's a lot of talk about just, that they're bleeding money. But I'm just like, if they're bleeding money, they sure have a lot of money to fucking throw out there. Like, because I think they just made a deal with
I
somebody.
don't think they're bleeding money, but they were hurting for money. But yeah, like
They just can't.
Netflix is big. I mean, they've been around for a while, a long time, and I think it's competition. Like Hulu with this bundle, it creates competition, which is great for the consumer because they're going to get more originals, new stories, and a variety of different things to watch. And it is kind of overwhelming that there's so many things to watch because there's a lot of good stuff on Hulu as well. Like you watch The Handmaid's Tales, I watch The Runaways. And they have their original movies too as well. So the original TV shows and movies. So with the Disney Plus bundle, like I like it. I mean, I'm not sure if I'll get it personally. I think I'll kind of have to wait and see for it.
I mean,
because I could definitely want the Disney Plus and Hulu, but ESPN I don't really care too much about.
Right. Because what would you have to do? You probably would have to cancel your current Hulu.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
But I like not having commercials.
Yeah, and again,
I like paying that premium for no commercials.
That's something we'd have to see if you could get the bundle and add the no commercials. We'll just have to wait and see on that. But here's what I was talking about. Like, so it's funny. I mean, Netflix just keeps throwing money out there. I just read this week, and it was the Game of Thrones showrunners, David Benioff, I don't know if I'm saying the names right, and D.B. Weiss. They signed a deal with Netflix this week that's rumored to be worth $300 million for a 5-year contract.
Yeah, Benioff sounds familiar. He does... TV show producer.
Plus Netflix has, they're the showrunners of Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I just said that. Pay attention to me.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments.
David Benioff and D.B. Weiss. Yeah. So the Game of Thrones showrunners have signed a deal with Netflix, like for their next projects. And then on top of that, like Netflix already has exclusive deals with Ryan Murphy.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot
American
about
Horror
that,
Story and Glee, right? Yeah, he was Glee. And Shonda Rhimes, Grey's Anatomy. Right. Like, they have so much stuff that they can pull from. So again, I know there's like some talk about like Netflix and their money situation, but they're not stopping at all with the entertainment. So I think Netflix is going to be just fine.
Everyone's going to be fine. There's definitely a lot of good content to go around. I think the only thing is, the reason I think people are saying that is because they're canceling some of their shows.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. Like, they're canceling this show because they're hurting and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, it's because some people aren't watching. There's not enough viewership.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened with Everything Sucks. Rest in peace. According to one of the podcasts I listened to, like the viewership wasn't there, so they canceled it. And that happens with some of the other shows too.
Well, I also think too, like, I wasn't paying that close attention to it, but when people were talking about, they're canceling shows, they were saying it in a way where, Netflix has this reputation of like one and done seasons, and I'm just like, how do you figure the stuff that is successful? Like Orange is the New Black just finished a 7-season run.
That's their longest.
I think that is their longest. Stranger Things, is still ongoing. Like, plenty of stuff have had multiple seasons. So I feel like some people are just like changing the narrative to fit what they want it to be. And it's just like, to me, the stuff that's getting canceled, like maybe there's fans of it that they're disappointed that what they like is being canceled. But in some cases, I feel like the things that are being canceled are just like, well, I think where else is there to go? Big Mouth, the show that I freaking love on Netflix, just got renewed for 3 seasons. They just got renewed for 3 additional seasons.
Wow. Okay.
So it's just like,
that's new.
Before people keep running their mouth about like, Netflix just runs a season of something and cancels it, like I think they should actually look at the facts, Yeah, geez, I remember. Like, that show's so fucking good. I still have to finish season 2. Rick, you need to watch.
Big Mouth?
You need to watch a lot of shit. Sabrina, you fucker. Yeah. But yeah, you should check out Big Mouth.
So yeah,
for sure.
We kind of went off, but yeah, Disney Plus and ESPN and
It
Hulu.
didn't go off. It fit. I just But anyways, that is what sparked the news. That is a hell of a deal. ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney. It's Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one? Max Go is the Warner one, right?
Yeah.
Is it called Max Go?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Going to the chat really quick. Okay, Broken Wolf for the back. It says cancel the movie is frustrating. I understand that they're being, because it's talking about The Hunt.
Yeah.
They're being considerate of people's feelings, but we are slowly going into an era of zero entertainment because everyone is afraid to offend someone.
I mean, yeah, Wolf, I agree. Like, I was trying to, like, tread lightly because I didn't want people to watch this and think that I'm being insensitive, but it's just my opinion. I don't see, like, one doesn't have to do with the other. Like, there's some people that want to blame entertainment and blame that for shootings and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, it's not about that. And so it is dumb. And again, I would maybe be more understanding of it if the movie was coming out like this month, like in a couple of weeks. It's coming out the end of September, you know? So what's going to happen if another tragic, shooting happens, which again, they didn't give a date, which is probably why they don't want to give a date. But if something else like this happens, like then the movie's just going to keep getting pushed off. And then like I already said earlier, it's like you can't, they're not also in turn removing all sorts of violent entertainment from TV, Yeah. There's probably something violent happening right now. Someone is probably getting raped on Cinemax right now. Or on HBO. Maybe it's too early for that. Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Let's see.
You can't be Bryce. You're too cute to be like that.
Wait,
what? Am I too cute? You guys have to watch anime.
We have to watch anime.
Go up. You
Up
can't
more.
be Bryce. Is he saying I'm too cute? Anyways, I don't know what he's talking about, but whatever.
You're not, let's say, spitting?
Oh, I get it. I think because I said I thought people
Oh,
were
because you're not spitting on dogs that aren't cats and feeder drop.
Well, thank you,
Okay.
Cheesy. I appreciate that.
All right.
So that's that story. So that's a good that is a hell of a deal for sure.
Yeah.
At least on paper. I mean,
definitely
let's see. Like on paper, Disney Plus sounds pretty awesome, and obviously they're gonna have all the fucking Marvel. What's the next phase? Phase what are we in?
4.
Phase 4. They're gonna have a lot of that stuff on there. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out though when it comes. When is it coming again? Is it this year?
It's this year. I think it's
So
November.
like sometime in the fall.
Yeah.
All right. And then Rick and I were talking earlier that this story right here gets categorized as some shit we love. Okay.
Yeah.
There's some shit we
love a
like.
lot.
This is some shit we love. Okay, because for people that are uninitiated, like I love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Rick does too. Like I fucking love Shaun of the Dead. I love Hot Fuzz. I love The World's End. I love those guys. I love the Cornetto trilogy. It's one of my. It's like, yeah, it's like my favorite stuff. I think we were aware of the show because Truth Seekers is part of their the production company or whatever that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are doing. Where's the name?
Truth Seekers, isn't that the name of the show?
That's the name of the show. I'm trying to remember the name of their Stolen Picture.
Stolen Pictures.
So it's the first episodic project from Nick Frost and Simon Pegg's production company, and it's going to be on Amazon. It's going to be an Amazon original, and it's a comedy horror starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and as ghost hunters. Although only
Which is everything you love.
only Nick Frost has been confirmed as being a ghost hunter. I guess right now they're playing it as there's not much known about Simon Pegg's character. Yeah, Frost will play one half of the investigative duo, while Pegg is playing a currently mysterious character named Dave. I'm super excited, and they're co-writing the series too. Like that's awesome. And then I don't know.
They co-wrote Paul too, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. But yeah, they'll co-write the series alongside veterans Nate Saunders and James Serafinowicz.
Yeah.
Something like I don't know what they've worked on before.
I like that second paragraph.
What? Oh,
Before
okay.
you ask.
Yeah.
No, Edgar Wright isn't directing.
Jim Field Smith is best known for BBC shows like Episodes. I forgot about Episodes. I think I'd seen a few. Stag and the Wrong Man's.
series, like Hot Fuzz and stuff. I don't think it'd be surprising if he comes in for a cameo even on screen.
Oh, I'm sure. And eventually
if it gets picked up again, then
yeah.
another.
Talking about Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
And eventually they're all going to work together again, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah,
I'm sure he'll come to direct.
We're reading this from Engadget, by the way. But yeah, the series starts production in September, with the order delivering a relatively brief run of 8 half-hour episodes. Okay.
Half-hour?
All right.
Okay.
We'll see, though. Maybe that's fine. I kind of forgot, like, just restarting up Glow last night, that Glow
it's half hour.
is 30 to 30, depending on the episodes. And, a half hour without commercials is actually longer than you think. So that's why when you watch something like Orange is the New Black and the episodes are an hour, or even Stranger Things, it feels longer than it is because there's no commercials.
Yeah.
So
that's definitely some shit we love.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. We don't really know anything about it other than that, but I can't wait to see a trailer. I'm super hyped for that. So Rick and I, when it came out, the night it came out, saw Annabelle Comes Home.
Yes.
There should be a sequel like Annabelle Comes Again, which is I'm just riffing that off because Howard Stern's book is called Howard Comes Again, but yeah. So yeah, Rick and I are big fans of the Conjuring universe, basically, and this was the latest in the Annabelle spin-offs. And it's really cool because it actually had Ed and Lorraine Warren, played by
Vera Farmiga.
Yeah, Vera. I almost said Vera Wang. That's like a fashion.
That's a fashion designer.
Yeah, Vera Wang and Patrick Wilson. And it's the first time I think that they've appeared in the Annabelle.
It's the most stylish Annabelle movie yet.
Totally. But yeah, so we saw that, and so it was cool that they were in there. And then it also had, I think that's her name, McKenna Grace. McKenna Grace plays their daughter, who is also one of the daughters in The Haunting of Hill House, which is another show that Rick has to watch.
Yes.
Which it's almost a year out at this point. So you go, I'm saving it for Halloween. Sabrina and Hill House. They're already, apparently I just saw an article that they're already 6 episodes into the next part of Sabrina.
I've thought that too.
What are you doing with your life? Anyways, Annabelle Comes Home. What'd you think?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, the movie was so good. Like, as we know, this director, he's the one that's going to direct the next Conjuring movie, right?
I believe so. And then I think he's worked on It.
Yes.
He was a writer.
He was a writer on the It and the Nun.
Writer of the Nun. Writer of Annabelle Creation.
I believe...
fuck. What is the Terrestrial? Sorry, we're going to go off the rails for a second.
I don't know. This is the next thing he's writing. His TV show.
Yeah, I'm curious.
There's no synopsis. Plot unknown.
No.
Outer space. Mother-daughter relationship. Father-daughter.
I'm curious.
Oh, I gotta keep an eye
I
on
do
that
like
one.
aliens. But it's not an extraterrestrial. It's just a terrestrial, so I don't know.
So, it's okay. Yeah, he did the It Chapter 2 screenplay.
Whoa, no shit. Wait, hold on. Is there an art... Because Are You Afraid of the Dark is coming back, right?
Yeah.
Are You Afraid of the Dark screenplay? Like, is there 2 separate things? Is there a movie? Or is this what's coming back? And that's cool. I think this is what's... No, wait.
This is a movie.
Feature film.
Yeah, because
really?
DJ Creepshow is rumored to direct.
Interesting.
We're totally going off topic, but that's
fine.
All right.
That's fine. So there's going to be a movie and the show's coming back. Or unless
plot unknown, film thing. Based on the Nickelodeon series Are You Afraid of the Dark?
All right, interesting. All right, back to Annabelle.
And director. Okay, he only has 1 credit here, so maybe not. I don't know. Anyways,
who are you looking up? Caruso?
No, I was looking up to see if he was the
Doberman.
If he was the one directing the Conjuring movie too.
I feel like he is though, isn't he?
I thought he is. Anyways, so Annabelle Comes Home. Yeah, man, I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. The directing of it, he knows this, like he knows the style of James Wan,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, obviously because he works with him.
Michael Chavez is directing.
Yeah, he did The Nun, right? Or no, La Llorona.
He did La Llorona for sure. Keep going.
So, yeah, Annabelle Comes Home was amazing. There's a great follow-up to Annabelle Creation, because I know we both absolutely loved Creation, and this one is just as good as that one. Most of it actually all of it takes place pretty much for the most part, it takes place at the Warrens' house. So we get to see everything in their museum of haunted things. I don't remember what it's called.
Whatever it's called, but which is awesome.
Which is so cool, because like you have this one character, the daughter's friend, who has lost, I think it was her dad, and wants to reconnect. No,
it was her dad. Her dad.
Yeah.
I think it was a car accident. I'm trying to remember why she blamed herself. Anyways, she blamed herself
for it. And she wanted to communicate with her dad to make sure everything's okay, and she misses her dad.
Aside from that part, she would have been the me of the movie, because she's all about like, ooh, I wanted to touch on
touches.
I would want to stir everything up.
Yeah. So yeah, it was so good. It was just I liked really it a lot. Like her trying to her story of doing that, and bringing up the spirits again, opening the Annabelle case, and unleashing hell into their house. And everything pretty much, because everything in that room was pretty much alive.
Which is crazy. Like, I feel like with every movie that comes out, a part of this world or part of this franchise, all they do is keep opening up new doors and new possibilities to other possible potential movies. We got to spend more time with the Warrens' daughter, which that sounds dirty, but we did. So that's interesting. So we got to see that part of it. And then, since they were in their house and, the room with all the stuff that they've collected from all their cases and stuff, we got to see a lot of potential new spin-offs that could happen,
This was basically a spin-off brew for the movie.
Yeah.
For the universe, I should say.
But yeah, the movie was great. Again, it's been a couple weeks, so it's not totally fresh in my head anymore. But one thing that I read about later, I don't know if you ever read it, Rick, and you hadn't, so I think I wanted to tell you about it because I just thought it was awesome. But yeah, maybe you did eventually read it, but at the time you hadn't read it yet. But Wolf just said there's a werewolf in it, from what I heard. There is a werewolf in it, and despite what many people probably thought while seeing the movie, it was all practical effects.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that.
The werewolf was not CG.
Which was amazing, because, it looked good. And even I thought, this is good CG, or good visual effects, And knowing that it's practical, and which is something that they're not afraid to shy away from, too. I mean, Annabelle Creation had a lot of practical effects.
They hang their hat on it. I think the first movie that wasn't all practical, and I could be wrong, but I think I read that it wasn't, was The Nun. Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense, because there was definitely some creepiness to that. And I feel like with horror movies, practical effects are they're what they should do, because it makes things a lot more creepy. It makes things feel a lot more real, and it scares the shit out of me because of that.
Well, and it's cool because this is something which is crazy, because again, the werewolf thing is based in reality, though. Apparently, there was a case that the Warrens had that
was a werewolf
that involved. I don't know the whole background to it, but it involved something to do with the werewolf. Maybe somebody thought he was a werewolf. I don't remember. But so there, you have that part of it, because for the most part, you're going to be like, oh, werewolf, what is, you know what I mean? It's is this going to get hokey? Some people might think that that's hokey, immediately, when you've had these other movies in the franchise that have been very much based in reality.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that there's a werewolf and it's all practical, somebody's actually under it, it makes it, if you're feeling, werewolf,
more scary.
Well,
or even better for the actors to play off of rather than a green screen.
Well, that. But it also if you're thinking this is so hokey, I think it makes it less hokey right there. Because well, shit though, this isn't some stupid CG thing that they're putting in here. this is based on something that happened in one of their cases. Now, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you believe everything that the Warrens have done. But it is based on something that they experienced. And I just think the fact that the werewolf, again, something that a lot of people might get turned off by, like, oh, what happened? Like, I thought all this stuff. But the werewolf was still a practical effect. And I thought it was great. Because I honestly left that thinking, like, okay, so that was probably CG. And then I read that it wasn't.
Gosh, yeah, the movie was incredible. All the all the things we got to see in that basement. One of my, I mean, we're obviously getting into spoilers with this, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. But that part where she's watching the television, where she's saying something and it does it, or it does, where it predicts what she's saying.
Yeah, it was kind of showing her future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know that story.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Because that was pretty damn interesting.
Yeah. I definitely sent you a couple articles right after, which we'd have to scroll through to see, that were kind of breaking down every new sort of, like, haunted creature.
Yeah, we're basically talking about each thing that's inside of there. But yeah, that television, haunted television, whatever you want to call it, where it basically shows the person's future of what's happening, like the way she's moving it, and it's mirroring everything that she's doing before she does it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was amazing. I thought that was really cool. What else was in there that...
Just a lot, dude. There's
just so much in that
There was
movie.
one... God, there was... Like, I don't remember. There was another one... Wasn't there something with scissors? Or...
You're talking about the box. Where you're supposed to grab something
There's
inside
the
the
box. There's another one that they touched on quite
Haunted
a bit,
game.
where a guy shows up. I don't know. I don't remember.
There's the bride.
Yeah.
That was one of the big thing too. That
Right.
I think I've read somewhere that they're considering that's its own movie too. The Bride in White.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, some people might think that seems a little too close to La Llorona, just because of what she wore, but it's whatever. Yeah, man, the movie was great. I can't wait for The Conjuring 3. Broken Wolf in the chat says that James Wan said that the next movie he's working on, which I don't know if that's necessarily... I know Conjuring 3 is the next thing that's coming out here, so I don't know if that's what is being alluded to,
I
but
think what he's directing
will be 100% practical effects. Whatever James Wan is directing next.
I mean, if you take a look at his history too of movies or his backstory in movies, like a lot of things besides Aquaman is practical.
Yeah. And again, I just think it's awesome that we actually have, like, there's the Marvel universe and we actually have our own horror
We have our own horror
I mean,
universe.
we do. Like, it's so cool.
It's weird for me to say that because I'm not a fan of horror yet. You brought me into the horror.
I've made you see stuff, so.
Yeah.
But I think that's so cool that they've actually developed this where we have these original movies. I mean, original, like, a lot of it's based off Ed and Lorraine Warren stuff, but still, original stuff.
Do they have, this is a stupid question, but they have books, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, there's a book that they've written.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have more than one. There is one in particular that I think I have on my Amazon wish list that I just have never bought. Broken Wolf also in the chat says there's a rumor, I couldn't speak for a second, there's a rumor that the next spin-off movie will be based on that werewolf demon possession. Yeah, I don't remember if I've heard that, but that could very well be true. I might have seen something like that. I haven't been...
the thing I saw was the Bride one.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I haven't looked into that stuff.
But it wouldn't surprise me about the werewolf one too, because like that was definitely a hit in the movie too.
I still feel like they could do so much more with The Nun. Like, just because you and I both left The Nun liking it, but it wasn't exactly what I expected.
It wasn't well received by most people.
It wasn't what I was expecting, and like I still think that's such a creepy character. But they have so many other things they could touch on, and the nun seems like it's a character that could just pop up at any point too. It doesn't necessarily have to have.
I thought it was going to pop up in this one.
Yeah, I wondered too.
Yeah. That's the beauty of the franchise. If they can go in any direction with it.
That's the beauty of this franchise, is they can go in
can
any direction with it. Again, Broken Wolf in the chat. Gotta make sure people know, because some people aren't here live and they're listening. So yeah.
Podcasts.
Anyways, we liked Annabelle Comes Home. Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sucker for scary stuff or horror stuff or this sort of thing. So.
And I'm pretty much all in now.
Yeah.
Except for It.
I just got to get him on the It train, which I know you would like.
Sorry, Pennywise, you ain't getting my money.
I know you would like it. It's really not fair because this guy drags me to see movies all the time that I don't necessarily want to see.
Depressed fest.
He can't just man up and see the first It and then see the second one.
Anyways, we got another movie to review.
Yeah. So
and we're going to head back to the 90s for this one. Sort of.
Yeah, because then it got brought back to the current time.
Exactly. And that's Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling.
Yeah. So this
from Netflix.
Yeah, this just came out, which is weird. Like, I think I don't know that it was... I don't know how it was going to be put out there before, but I mean, Netflix got the rights to it, I guess.
Yeah, I know it was... I remember they announced it at Comic-Con, right? I think it was.
We watched the first trailer for this like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Mm. Yeah, I think you were still living in your apartment.
Yeah.
In
Irvine.
Orange.
Yeah.
And yeah, we watched it on your television, and yeah, it's been a long time. Maybe they just didn't have a distributor, perhaps, or looking for a right distributor. But yeah, it's out on Netflix now. It came out last
Thursday at midnight.
Thursday at midnight.
Yeah,
which technically is Friday at midnight. And it's Rocko coming back to Earth, present day.
Now,
from being blasted off into space.
Now, I wonder, like, I'm not super familiar with this because I don't know that I ever saw, like, the last episode of Rocko's Modern Life, but I want to know, like, if that's actually literally picking up, like, if that was something that happened. Maybe it was, and if it is, that's really fucking cool. But yeah, they've basically been in space for the last 20 years because I'm assuming that means that the show stopped in 1999.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Although this, I feel like was scheduled... I don't know when the show stopped, because I do feel like the show was scheduled to come out like way sooner than it did. So maybe it was 20 years ago originally. But yeah, so they do that. Then they end up back down on Earth. And we don't have to recap the whole thing. I'll just say that I thought it was really fucking cool. I liked it a lot. It was kind of a nice... like... It was nice to revisit that world in Rocko's Modern Life and to watch something like kind of like it really took me back to what it was like to watch a lot of these like Nicktoons.
Oh, totally, because there were things in there that totally felt straight out of the 90s.
Yeah, and it's just like it was very just kind of like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Oh, you'll be on in a second. Okay, so 96. Anyways, they said 20 years. But maybe it just stopped being on the air in 99. Then they were just all reruns. But doesn't matter. Regardless, I got taken back to what it was like to watch Nicktoons again. And it was just cool to watch something kind of mindless entertainment, if that makes sense. You know, it's like, like you're watching it and there's a story that's happening. But I'm so used to watching these other shows where like there's a problem and it takes a little bit for that problem to resolve. Where on this... you know, things moved at a pretty rapid pace. You know, like I'm just like, oh fuck, well they have to find Ralph Bighead. How are they gonna do that? This is probably gonna take up a big part of this movie, but instead it's just like, no, they figured out how they were gonna find him, and then they started searching all over for like it was instant. And it's like it's kind of cool to watch these. It's just cool to watch stuff that you don't have to think about too much. Yeah. And it is satisfying. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. Like, I didn't know.
45 minutes.
But it's like a special. Like, I don't think they ever claimed it was going to be a movie. So it was a special. And then I'd have to look to double check this stuff. So when you start talking, maybe I will. But I mean, from what I'm understanding, like, I think this is supposed to be a way to, like, reintroduce everybody to this. And, like, I feel like maybe it's potentially, like, also coming back. But I don't know. And then I don't know if it's coming back to Netflix or what the deal is with it. But I really fucking enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it definitely brought you back to what it was like to watching cartoons in the 90s.
Like Nicktoons specifically. Like, you know.
Well, like, yeah, Nicktoons specifically. And even like the way it looked was exactly the same. It felt like the way it looked was just, it felt like old 90s television look, like that.
Well,
that CRT look.
I just love the look of Nicktoons in general, like Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, Doug. All of them had a particular look and style, and it was great.
And yeah, just being there and hanging out, quotes with Rocko, Heifer, and Filbert, it was fun. The fact that the remote, spoiler alert, the remote control was stuck up his butt.
Yeah.
is just hilarious to me. Though their interaction and their banter it was spot on from where they left off. It's like they never left. It was like they never left. And when they get back to Earth, everything has changed, and you're seeing them enjoy everything of current events. Their Starbucks was BuzzBuck.
Mm-hmm. The O phone.
The O phone. The new OFO 10 just came out. And OFO 11 and 12. The fact that making fun of iPhones. And
they did such a good job of bringing everything up to its current state.
Yeah.
While acknowledging, hey, we haven't been on TV for a while. They wrote that into the show. And then, I think even crazier, and I heard something earlier that day on Kind of Funny that put this in my brain, but I had no idea that this was going to be a thing with this. And basically, let me find it. Hold on. There's a thing.
I like when they were going into these different places. They showed their drones, and their
right.
energy genes that mutates your body.
Right.
Just
Rocko getting punched in the face in a whatever 4D movie. But yeah, the show also touched upon a trans story.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
So Ralph Bighead has been gone for a long time also, and they had to find Ralph Bighead because they wanted to bring back the Fatheads.
Yeah, the TV show.
But when they find Ralph Bighead is now Rachel.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it just was cool that this cartoon, did such a good job of updating itself, and then even touched on something that is something that's very much like a topic today, I just thought that was really cool, and it was kind of it was unexpected because I had no idea, but I had a little bit of an idea because I heard something just before I started watching.
I had no idea.
So otherwise, it
surprised me. I was like, "Wow, they're doing this. That's awesome."
Yeah.
But yeah, it touched on that subject of, him becoming Rachel, and even the outcome of they bring him back, or she comes back, Rachel, and has to ends up getting reunited with, her dad, and the subject and the aftermath of what happens. They ended up, he no, he had a son, he wants a son, and the way they fight and the way how they resolve the issues was so current.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see something like that on television. Or on Netflix.
Just in general,
In general.
It was awesome.
So I thought that was awesome. Everything about this was really fun, and informative, and just cool. I enjoyed it. I have nothing but praise for it. If you're obviously like us, grew up in the 90s, you probably have already watched it by now. But if you haven't, go watch it, because I think it definitely lives up to the trailer and more.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I'm reading on here because I don't know if there's going to be more. It'd be cool if there was, but while you were talking, I was skimming through here, and so this is a quote from the creator. What's his name? His last name is Murray. Can you give me his first name real quick? Joe Murray. So Joe Murray says, quote, "The original idea was that it was gonna be on Nickelodeon." He continues, "I don't want to second guess what was going on through the minds of Nickelodeon, but they did the Hey Arnold special, which I still need to watch."
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I still need to watch that. And then the nostalgia aspect, I don't think they felt like they were hitting as many viewers as they could have with the Hey Arnold special. And I think that's when they started saying, I think there's more viewers out there who maybe don't watch Nickelodeon anymore. And it's that's true.
Sure.
So that's why it ended up on Netflix. They're out of the demographic. Maybe we can find a way of reaching them. And that's when they reached out to Netflix, and Netflix was excited about it, from what I hear. A rep for Net, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, that's
Which kind of makes sense, too, because I feel like, everyone watches Netflix, but they'll definitely catch the generation that watched Nickelodeon on Netflix.
Totally. Because, you could absolutely make the argument. sort of my brain froze for a second. Anyways, you could absolutely make the argument that more people are watching Netflix than are watching Nickelodeon, and especially the people that grew up with this stuff. So that's a great home for it. I don't know if there's going to be more, but I think that's cool if there is. That would be awesome. It was fun to be back in that world.
Yeah, and it even covers topics like change. You know, Rocko's stuck in the '90s. Like even when he gets back, like he doesn't want change. Yeah, and he has to and he finds his journey about trying to accept change.
Yeah,
you know that nothing can stay that way forever.
So good stuff, and like there's another feather in Netflix's cap too, as more ammunition if this ends up being a thing. That Netflix also has new Rocko's Modern Life, and I hope so.
And the fact that it's only like 45 minutes too can easily be watched quickly.
Oh yeah, no, well that, but I just mean if they end up getting more, if more,
get more viewers
happens, if more episodes come from this, like that's another thing that's a Netflix exclusive.
Yeah.
So I also found out. And I could have watched the trailer on here, but we have enough trailers. Did you watch Invader Zim?
Oh, yeah. Someone in the comments asked if we were going to watch that.
Okay. Well, that comes out next week on Netflix. And it's a special.
Nickelodeon too, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's a special that's coming out that... was it Nickelodeon?
I think it was Nickelodeon.
I'm checking.
Did we kind of wrap it, the Rocko's?
Well, I was just saying, I was going to add to this, like next week,
I see.
There's Invader Zim, which I didn't watch. It was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I didn't
watch Invader
I didn't
Zim.
watch much of it, but I'm kind of curious, because I always thought it kind of looked cool. I just never watched it. So
actually, I think we had like 2 requests for people us to watch Invader Zim.
Well, we can watch it if you want, but I mean, we'll probably watch... I'm probably going to definitely watch that next week. Yeah, it was a Nicktoon. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. So we basically have 2 throwbacks in the next couple weeks, and Rocko's, and then the Invader Zim thing comes out next week. So yeah, check it out. Like if you're into cartoons at all, check it out. If you grew up in that time of when Nicktoons were a big deal, definitely watch it. Yeah, you definitely should. So. That's the Enter the Florpus. Yeah. It's only 1 minute 8 seconds. We could just have it be our first trailer if you want to just segue into it.
Okay.
Alright, so we did get request. This wasn't originally part of the show, but this was a request. So yeah, this comes out next week. I'm just going to say straight up I'm going to watch it, so expect a review.
So you watched this?
No.
I mean the cartoon?
No.
Oh, but you just... Okay.
But I've always thought it kind of looked cool, and if it's potentially coming back, I'm curious enough to want to check this out. So this is Invader Zim, Enter the Florpus, also on Netflix next week.
Sent to infiltrate Earth with mechanical servants. My name is Dib Membrane, and I'm all that stands between Zim and the annihilation of our world.
Oh man, Dib, not the coat.
It makes me look mysterious. Step aside! I've got a Zim to stop!
So yeah, I don't know.
That looks cool.
Yeah, like I'll definitely check it out for sure. But I did not watch much of the show when it was on before, if any at all. But I'm way in. So yeah, so that's the cartoon.
I actually know nothing about Invader Zim.
I really don't either. I had a friend,
absolutely nothing.
I had
I've seen the cartoons on the. Sorry, I'm cutting you off now. I've seen the cartoons on the T-shirts and Hot Topic and all that stuff, and like, I had no idea.
It's on Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely want to check that out. It's cool. I'm liking this nostalgia.
Yeah.
With the cartoon stuff. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll watch it and give you a review.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure. I had a friend that really liked it, but yeah, I don't know anything about it. But it looks fun.
All right. Next trailer we have is Sextuplets.
Sextuplets.
Sextuplets?
Sextuplets.
Okay, this is for a Netflix trailer that Bryce put in here.
Yeah, haven't seen it, but read about it and had to add it.
My whole life, I always wondered what my birth family was like.
Open it.
My mama had 6 babies at the same time.
We're sextuplets.
Maybe one of them changed their name to Idris Elba. You know, we do have strikingly similar bone structures.
You're my brother, Russell. Come here, bro. This is awkward. Oh, shit. Stranger danger! Stranger danger! I decided to join you to fight our siblings. Good night, Alan. Ah! Hey, man, you naked. The buck is beautiful. Boy, if you don't put some damn clothes on.
Look around.
So you're a stripper? What the hell? A stripper and exotic dancer different. See this? Plie, releve, ass on face.
Is he playing all of them?
Don't
Yeah.
do that. Ethan?
You smell like money, huh? Like you got Republican money, huh?
Hey. You know I'm a Bernie bro.
Ooh, you shop at Whole Foods.
I am free! I was about to El Chapo this bitch. Oh my
And
God,
the
it feels
real
so...
housewife of Atlanta is this.
Thank you, brother!
Baby Peter's in the hospital.
Not every day that a long-lost family member appears out of thin air. Donate a kidney.
You said what? Why you gotta take my kidney? Why don't you take one of theirs? Don't look at me, because I sniffed way too much laptop cleaner and I popped a Molly yesterday.
I want some Molly.
Just gotta find the rest of them. That's right! I always wanted to do that.
These past few days have been the greatest of my life.
My dude.
Since we hit the road together, I've done things I've only seen on television.
Pillow fight! Now that's how you pillow fight!
It's okay. I don't know. I mean, I like Marlon
So
Wayans.
I'll probably check it out because, like, I mean,
It's not what I
you could
expected.
take out Marlon Wayans and put in Eddie Murphy. This is like what Eddie Murphy used to do,
Yeah,
to play
this is
all
what-
the stuff.
yeah.
And so for that alone, I'll probably check it out for sure. It looks fine. It looks cool. It looks fun.
All right.
I'll probably. I'm definitely gonna watch it though. I will watch that at some point.
I probably would want to hear what you have to say about it. But, like, I mean, I like Marlon Wayans. I think he's hilarious. But I don't know about this movie.
I think it's fun. I'll check it out. I'll check it out again because, like I said, it reminds me of the Eddie Murphy stuff. So
I was never a fan of Eddie Murphy's multiple.
you're done.
Like,
Just I don't even want to hear it. We'll fight. We'll totally fight.
all right, next trailer then.
So I'll definitely check that out.
Next trailer is something you put on here, too.
Yes.
The
I don't know what it is.
Haunt,
Haunt.
not the hunt, the haunt.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's check this out.
Yeah. Cheesy says hashtag cancel Rick for not loving Eddie Murphy.
I didn't say I don't love Eddie Murphy.
You can't not appreciate him playing the multiple. Have you seen Coming to America? Well, there you go. I mean, that's there you go. All right. Haunt.
This cannot be ignored.
Oh, like an actual.
It's the end. Say goodbye.
Is this supposed to be scary?
gonna see you reacting to stuff.
Don't hurt me.
Oh no. Wow. Oh.
Do you want to see my face?
Oh God. That looks freaky as hell.
I think that's
scary. The fucking knife thing and oh no. Oh. Ooh. I don't know. What do you think?
It's going to be released at the same time, theaters, digital, and on demand on September 13th.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, I definitely will check it out. I mean, we're approaching we're approaching Halloween season, so I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, I called you out, and there's Bryant. It's right there. Bryant, we're not
that's Spider. Ooh.
We're not going to get to the stuff that you said to talk about on the podcast because there's just too much stuff, and we both forgot to watch it.
Shit does give me the shivers. Oh my God. Yeah, that looks really.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Creepy. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But
September 13th.
I don't know if I want to
VOD.
see that alone.
You can see it after it.
No. Man, that shit was scary.
That looks really cool. Again, I think that's the perfect thing to come out at that.
And by the way, like you saw how she had those zip ties on her
Yeah.
when she was tied up.
Yeah.
They say you can easily break it by just going like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just make sure you does it like this, and then just really quick, just in one swift motion, go like that, and it breaks.
Have you been?
No, it was
Have
on.
you been tied up by zip
No, I
ties
was
quite a
watching.
bit?
I was watching The Modern Rogue on
Gotcha.
YouTube with
Okay.
Brian Brushwood.
Alrighty.
Anyways.
Cheesy says I need to take a female to that.
My heart is racing, kicked in higher than the G fuel kicking in.
Bryant says damn, and I think it's because we're just too much stuff, and I actually just forgot to get to those two clips. And maybe Mike will want to talk about some of that stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
Another trailer.
I'm already gonna probably not like whatever this is because there's only one little monsters.
Exactly. This was actually a request from Tim Raven. So let's watch this.
Lieutenant, sir, why are we here?
It's zombies again.
Fast ones or slow ones, sir?
Slow.
Thank God they're slow.
Next stop, Pleasant Valley.
Hi-ho, Teddy.
Aren't we having a super fun time on our trip?
I want you all in the line in front of me and away we go.
Why are we stopping?
Must be something in the way.
What is it, Miss Caroline?
Stop the tractor!
Are you okay?
Yes! Don't be scared. Who remembers how to play tag? Well, those funny-looking people out there are it.
That's a go for us, right?
We have kids out here!
Oh my God, I don't give a shit.
What's happening?
We're all gonna die.
Are we gonna die, Miss Caroline?
No, it's part of the game. The zombies are not real.
Like, fuck, they're not.
It is a bit scary.
What are we doing? We're scared. What's the song we can sing?
If you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
We can't stay here indefinitely.
I'm not going anywhere. You're bigger idiots than I thought, and I thought you were both the stupidest people I've ever met.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
My job is to keep you safe. Stay here until I get back.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Fuck!
That kind of behavior is unacceptable.
Max started
Max
it.
is 5 years old. And if you can't use appropriate language with a 5-year-old, I'm going to have to ask you to disembark the tractor tree and wait for us back at the class.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
How do you like it, huh? Oh, God, what have I done?
Ew, what's that?
Oh, I got caught in the middle of a jam fight. Don't taste it, okay?
I'm definitely in for that. That looks really cool. I hate that it's called Little Monsters, but that does look really good. That looks funny. What was the release date on that? Cheesy can skip that. Wow. All right. I think that looks. I think that looks pretty.
That looks
awesome.
really funny.
Wow. Both Cheesy and Wolf aren't into that.
Are
That's
not
not. That's
into that?
1989. That's 1989.
Oh.
That's the real.
That's
Little
the real
Monsters.
Little Monsters. November 15th.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
down.
down.
That looks good.
What's your guys' beef with that trailer? With that movie?
Yeah.
You guys just too scared? Probably just too scared.
They're too scared. Not going to disregard the humor, but for me, at least, I'm just tired of zombie films and movies. I can acknowledge that.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair, but I don't know.
But it definitely looks
I think it looks cool.
Yeah. I am definitely in for that. Zombieland 2, though.
See, that's just, come on now.
That's a Rick response.
Yeah. That's talking out of both sides of your mouth. Look, we're, like I said, I mean, it comes out in November if that's the right release date, but we're hitting that time period where you want to watch a bunch of scary or stuff along that sort of vibe. So to me, that's just something I could add to the list of things to watch, at this time of year. So I'm down.
Yeah. So yeah, this next trailer is a request, another one from Tim.
Okay.
Through Instagram. It's called Creepshow, and this is the official trailer. So let's take a look at this and get creeped out, because the thumbnail itself was pretty damn creepy.
This is Tim Raven?
Yeah.
Too?
Who are you?
Well, Cheesy and Wolf are out.
You know it's okay to be scared, right?
Oh, this is a original series for Shudder.
You gonna tell me what this is all about?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
You've killed before. You'll kill again.
I see what you did there.
There are things in the corners of this world. Help me! They'll drive you insane.
Oh, Jigsaw.
A new generation of horror has risen from the dead. You're in for it now.
Why?
It's the way it's supposed to be.
You were asking if you're wondering if there is a movie called Creepshow. Yes.
Yeah.
82, 87. 1982, 1987.
Wow, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
I love anthologies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I don't know how much Shudder costs, but I have ways to watch if it comes down to it. But that's definitely something I'll want to check out too, for sure.
The fact that there are like multiple stories in
It's
a
an anthology
series,
yeah.
I'm definitely in for that.
No, well, we're so close to the release date. I'm not watching the trailer. I watched the teaser and that's it. You should though.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. And it looks like there's some pretty good actors in the movie.
Well, and Greg
or in the
Nicotero
shows. And
and
yeah.
a lot of people. Stephen King.
So the fact that they have all these different actors.
I wonder if that's Shudder's first original series. You know about Shudder, right? Like it's all horror stuff.
Yeah. I definitely do know about that. But yeah, let's see, can we get the full cast? Yeah, definitely have. Yeah, that was David Arquette, Tobin Bell. Cool.
I guess in June 2017, Shudder announced a full slate of original series in development. So I'm sure there's been others, but cool. You're starting to see the fruits of that labor, I guess. I didn't know that. Shudder's owned by AMC Networks.
Oh.
That kind of makes sense why Greg Nicotero's involved then.
Cool.
What does it cost? $4.99 in Canada. This is on Wikipedia, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm buy it for a month and binge it.
Oh, I'm sure there's a way. Plan starting at $4.75. Try 7 days free. I could do the 7 days free, or go to that other website that I know.
So, last trailer. This one had a word in it that compared it to something. Not compared it, but kind of like it reminded me that something that you might like. I don't know if you watched this trailer.
No.
It's called Low Tide.
Had a word in it. What it was the
a movie comparison, I guess.
Exorcist?
In a twist.
Exorcist?
Just watch.
Come on, let's go. Jump.
You want some?
Dad counts the bottles.
I'll replace them.
Yeah,
I'm going to the boardwalk. You coming?
Are you guys just gonna stay down here?
No, we're actually just going exploring.
Where?
That peninsula across the bay.
Sounds like an adventure.
Get to the boat.
Don't you run!
You alright? You left me. I waited, but no one showed. Don't go accusing me. We leave it buried here. We don't tell anyone. You find anything decent?
No. Place was a bust.
It's real.
I think it's a miracle.
We just got lucky. Tell me what's buried here or I show red.
Why bring your little brother into this mess? When you're done playing the bad boys, I promise you, your pal Red, he's gonna be in jail.
I've been hearing rumors that my friends have been talking to the police. Oh, I think he'll be more interested in this. Red's crazy, and Red doesn't like it when people lie. You need to stand up to him.
You like comics? This is your origin story. Are you gonna grow up to be the good guy or the bad guy?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
That looks pretty interesting. I feel like I want to see a little bit more, but I'm intrigued. What do you think?
I am too. I definitely want to see this, actually.
Yeah,
it hooked me.
I'm intrigued. I'm not saying I'm not hooked, but yeah.
It has your interest.
I'm curious.
Has your attention.
I'm curious about it.
But yeah, from what I read, that it was kind of have a little like Goonies comparison to it, and I thought like, oh, I know Bryce likes that movie, so
yeah. Well, doesn't everybody?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Because if you're about to say I don't like the Goonies, then we are really gonna have a problem.
But yeah, it looks interesting, and it's from A24.
That's why you're into it.
Yep. And putting out some weird ass
Just
movies.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. One of the kids is from It.
Which one was it? Was it that red guy?
No.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The one that got left. The one that said you left me. He's from It.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we will be on the lookout for that. Well, yeah. The last thing we have, because Cheesy brought it up, and we don't really have other video game news to talk about other than this.
I mean, there's been other news, but I don't know.
And that is Ninja.
I'm just bad right now because I look up video game stuff every day, but for some reason I just haven't been playing games. So I don't know.
You're like me with TV shows.
Yeah.
So Ninja left Twitch a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
have you ever watched him?
I watched a little bit of him.
I mean, I know of him. I've never watched him.
I watched his streams.
Like, this wasn't a big deal to me.
I mean, he got big because he played with Drake. Or
right.
Bigger because he played with Drake, I should say.
Right.
Because he was already had a pretty big following. And he just exploded after he played Fortnite with Drake. And so, yeah, the news is that he moved over to Mixer, which is owned by Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So the deal between that, between him and Mixer was a shock to everyone because he was, known for being on Twitch. And, and it says here on the Verge article that just after 5 days of streaming, Ninja already boasted 1 million active subscribers on Mixer.
913 million, Cheesy says?
Is that how much he got paid?
Yeah, what is that?
What do you mean?
There's no way he has 913 subscribers.
No, there's that.
There's no way he got paid $913 million, so I don't know what you're typing.
That was the contract. Holy shit. Wow. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. But yeah, he already has 1 million active subscribers on Mixer.
That can't be real.
Are you sure that was that amount of money? Because I'm not seeing... Here, let's see here. It looks like the subscribers for Mixer is $5.99 a month. And then Mixer also has their type of bits, which they call Sparks, as that's their currency. So they can donate with Sparks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot of money, dude.
I'm not.
More than 22 million subscribers, making it on Twitch channel, both YouTube.
I'm not seeing that figure thrown out up here yet, but
whatever the number. I mean, we know he got paid a shit ton of money to make that move, which is going to bring a lot more attention to Mixer for people to start streaming on Mixer.
I'm seeing between $6 to $8 million on a 3-year deal. So I don't know who's selling you that 913 million stuff, but come on, Cheesy, get out.
I'm sure he has the potential to make that much money. But yeah, what? Any opinions?
Oh, Brian's still here. I thought he left.
Yeah. Okay, 913K.
Well, he's getting more than that too.
I think it's, maybe after taxes.
He's getting 6 to 8. They're estimating that his contract is between $6 to $8 million, which, yeah.
What's your opinion on that? Because I mean, like,
I have none.
You have none.
I don't watch. What do you want me to say? I don't watch him. I know of him.
Well, I mean, you know what he does for Twitch, though. I mean, like, he kind of brought Twitch more into the light.
Twitch will be just fine without him.
Oh yeah, easily. Like, yeah, Twitch is definitely gonna be fine, but I gotta see this as a positive thing, because now that he's off Twitch, it gives more potential light to some of the other creators that are on Twitch that he's been kind of like stealing the light from, so to speak.
Yeah, like what that play like
basically
the same
promote
stuff as
more.
him?
Yeah, but promote more viewership to other streamers, and maybe there's going to be another breakout hit creator that's going to come up, from Twitch. So I don't know, I kind of see this as a positive thing, also creating more competition between Mixer and Twitch too. But as far as
what are the benefits of Mixer? Mixer only accounts for 3% of time spent watching. Twitch receives 72%. Like, what's going to make me choose Mixer over Twitch? Like, what makes Mixer stand out other than it's just Microsoft, like, they own it?
I mean, it's pretty much just the same thing.
Yeah.
Just Because it's lesser known, perhaps the community there is a little bit more tight knit.
Yeah.
Compared to how big Twitch is, with a vast majority of people now, since because of Ninja, know about Twitch.
I guess because again, someone in the chat tell me if there's something about Mixer just straight up that makes it different than Twitch in any sort of way, just as someone that would like choose to watch somebody on there versus the other thing. But I guess what they're trying to do is if Ninja is exclusively on Mixer, then that's what's going to make them different. If they keep
he's exclusive.
No, I know, I got that. I just mean if they keep taking other people from Twitch and they are only on Mixer, then that's going to be what differentiates them. But otherwise, I right now have no reason to want to watch people or use Mixer. So
yeah, I mean, we streamed on Mixer for a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah, when we did like multiple streams at once. But I ended up cutting it because let's just focus on Twitch, do that. And but yeah, from like things I've read, like the Mixer community is pretty tight knit. But yeah, as far as opinion goes, Cheesy, like I think it's cool. I mean, good for him for making all that money, moving to Twitch.
I saw when he put
Mixer. I mean,
I saw that when he put that in the Discord too, and I just don't watch Ninja at all. It's just not somebody that I pay attention to. So I know this was definitely a big story. I'm not undercutting the story, but I unfortunately don't have much of an opinion on it.
I just see it as more of other chances for other creators to get shined on,
Okay, here's an article from Kotaku. What Mixer has that Twitch doesn't, besides Ninja. I don't know why I did air quotes because it was in parentheses. So let's see what this says. So exclusive streamers aside, there are several compelling reasons to stream and watch streams on Microsoft's platform instead of Amazon-owned Twitch. I didn't know that. Mixer started life as Beam.
Life is
Beam, like Casey Neistat's company. Wasn't that called Beam? Oh,
no,
Beam was Beam.
Beam.
B-E-M-E.
No, Beam was a
That's right.
different
I got it. Neistat's was B-E-M-E, right? Yeah. As an independent streaming, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and now it's integration with Win. Okay, whatever. I don't need the history.
Yeah, it's integrated to Xbox.
So Mixer's basic functionality is the same as Twitch. Players use the service to stream their gameplay over the internet, either directly from PC or Xbox One or from other consoles using capture, blah, blah, blah. So what makes it Mixer different? Community interaction, like you said.
Yeah.
This service boasts extremely low latency between streamers and
viewers, that was another thing too.
Allowing for timely interactive features. Instead of a 10 to 20 second delay between broadcast and viewing, Beam's low latency protocol lowers the delay to under a second. All right.
Yeah.
So that's a feature.
Twitch did add a low latency option, which we do have enabled, but it doesn't match to what Mixer has.
Experience points and sparks. As users watch Mixer streams, they gain experience points. Everyone loves getting experience points. When enough experience points are gained, a user increases their experience level. This grants them access to more emotes and... Excuse me, jeez. Burping all over the show like Rick does. Okay. It's fine. Just see what else. Co-streaming. In March, Twitch launched a feature called Squad Streaming for partners.
Yeah.
Mixer's been doing it since 2017.
Basically, you can watch two people at once.
And that's really it. And the last thing they list is it's not Twitch. It's nice to see someone playing a game surrounded by an interface that isn't the same old white and purple, watching the same horrible emojis and comments feed by on the right side of the screen. It just doesn't really bother. Like, I don't know, maybe because I cast Twitch. Most of the time I'm not even looking at the chat. And if I do, it's like if I'm interacting with you when you're live. But I don't know. Okay. To me, the low latency thing is cool. To me, what's going to put Mixer in the conversation is if they keep pulling people from Twitch and make them only be on Mixer, then that's going to give them more attention. But I don't think Ninja alone is going to do it.
I like that Twitch does have that, but it's only for partners, that you can watch two people at the same time that are like playing together. Like if we're both playing like PUBG or something.
It's only for partners of what?
For Twitch partners.
For Twitch.
I can do that, yeah.
Okay.
But like if me and you are playing PUBG, they can see both of our reactions while we're playing at the same time.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. Which is something that, but which Mixer has that it's normal for everyone. I don't know, maybe I'll stream on Mixer just to give it a shot, just to see how it feels.
Okay, up to you. I'm sure it's gonna feel just the same.
Yeah. I don't know. But we put everything into Twitch, so Twitch hopefully pays off for us. Anyways, I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah. You haven't been playing anything, have you? This
No,
week? No.
I have not because I haven't been home.
Yeah.
But hopefully next week I will be playing because I'm going to be working close to home.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can catch me probably be streaming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And you'll have that full review of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina next week, right?
Obviously.
We're waiting on you, Rick.
I know.
It's Rick's fault that we haven't reviewed season 2 yet. Just so everybody knows.
Anyways.
Change the subject. All right. If you joined us live, thank you for joining us live. Cheesy, Broken Wolf, Bryant So 16. He's so 16. Thank you for joining us live. If you didn't catch us live in the chat, that's okay because we put up the audio version of the podcast on someshitwelike.com and available on most podcast services on Tuesday. And if audio only isn't your thing, you can catch clips of the show throughout the week until we put up the whole damn thing on Friday on YouTube, which for those that aren't listening to us live, that's the closest thing you're going to get to the live broadcast. I had to drink something. Otherwise, if you want to catch us live, just follow us on social media and you can do that. Right, Rick?
Obviously. And if you have a Twitch Prime, you got a
if you want to, you have it every month. If you want to throw that our way, we won't complain about it, but no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Get access to our Discord and have fun with Cheesy, Wolf,
and you get a goat emoji.
You get a goat emoji. I mean, how can you not want that goat emoji? Anyways, until next time.
That was some shit we like.